I have spell slots for it.
So does she.
Okay, and then I'm going to do disguise self as
I have...
one of the people we killed. Tox will do disguise self, and Ara's just going to dress up as a guard. Okay.
We live, Deebs?
Yeah.
Okay, so just in brief summary, we left off with you guys had killed pretty much everything in that southeast tower, named the Death Tower, and hidden all of the bodies behind the curtained off area that Raish was using for his quarters. You did have somebody charmed who you needed to dispatch, and he has thus also been added to the pile of bodies behind the curtain. Starsha went out on her own up towards the keep and entered the main dining hall. She spoke briefly with the woman in there, whose name you learned is Ushnora, telling her she was just there to get some refreshment and was given permission to head on into the kitchen, where she spoke to an individual and asked him very quietly under her breath, would you like to get out of here, basically? And was told that yes, there are 8 of us in here, but 3 look like they're maybe drinking the Kool-Aid and would stay on and not want to escape. Starsha then asked if this guy thought they were going to be a problem or run to get guards or fight, to which she was told, we're not sure. Probably not fight, being as how you guys look armed, but might run for a guard if they see a breakout happening. She then reassured him the cavalry is here and we are going to help you guys get out. And he said he would let the others know. She then made her way back to the Death Tower and joined up with the rest of you and told you all what she'd found there. And that is where we're going to pick up.
Alright, well, I'm trying to use the clothing of one of the guards. Kind of over top my armor, if possible.
I mean, they're not really wearing anything. The guards on the walls are all sort of wearing mismatched armor. They look like mercenaries or thieves, bandits, brigands. So they're all just wearing mismatched armor, some of it in better shape than others. The Reavers, all have a large shell sort of shaped shield and a spiked, like, shark tooth sword with them. And other than that, they have a very similar color scheme. It's sort of blues, greens, grays. That gives a sense of almost like a crustacean or a sea creature or something from the depths. Without looking, outlandish. So you can mismatch, like, use pieces of armor. Are you taking your armor off to put their armor on?
I mean, I'd rather not if possible, but I may have to make the disguise look somewhat authentic.
One of them is wearing a sort of longer blue-green cloak. You could attempt to, toss that around yourself, robe cape style.
Yeah,
and take up a shield.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll take a shield. I'll take one of the swords and that cloak.
Okay.
I'm casting disguise self to look like one of the guards we've killed.
Okay.
Same.
Starsha is going to cast disguise self so she looks like the merchant woman that she was originally disguised as. And that is her out of first level spell slots.
Talador is casting disguise self to look like the same merchant that he appeared as on his way in.
And Tox, you disguised yourself as a guard, didn't you, to lure the other two guards in here from the wall?
Yeah, one of the pirate-ish people.
So, and that's what you still look like then, as one of the Reaver looking types?
Are the Reavers the cultists?
Yeah, they're the ones with the jaggedy swords and the shell-like shields.
No, like one of the people who just whenever they met us at when we came in the front gate.
Oh, one of the yeah. They're just the guards. They're mercenary types. Yeah. Okay. So that's Starsha, Tox, Moss, and Taladar all using Disguise Self. And Aranor is doing his best, wrapped up in clothing and cloaks, to disguise himself as a Reaver and hopefully pass himself off that way.
Right.
And I'm going to give a guidance to Aranar in case he needs it for some reason. Last 1 minute.
Okay.
So Taladar and Starsha first, and then everyone else a little bit behind.
Sounds good to me.
And you, Taladar and Starsha, are going to head directly to the keep?
I think so. And if we see anybody within earshot, Taladar will just, he'll kind of be speaking softly and then speak up a little bit about being hungry. I'm famished. The road's been long to get here. Let's see if we can find some food.
Okay. So you two are going to make your way up to the keep. And
I think basically we want to be 2 turns behind Taladar and Starsha.
Okay.
Yep.
So as Taladar and Starsha reach the top of the stairs and are heading up across the pathway to the keep, they encounter a small individual who looks like he's just coming from the docks area. Let me grab him. He's just heading from the docks area and looks like he's headed in the same direction as you. He continues to move closer to you and sort of gives you a nod as he turns to make his way into the keep.
I'll just nod back at him with as decent a smile as Taladar can muster.
Okay.
When you say small, are we talking halfling gnome or just short human or?
No, he looks like he's probably a halfling.
Okay. Well, there's our first complication.
So Starsha's going to move up to the keep doors, which have just closed, having let this individual in.
What did he? Was he a cultist, reaver?
He doesn't
Bandit.
look like he's wearing the same clothing that you've seen the Reavers wearing. Looks to be armed with, well, give me a perception check.
Oh no! Here's where it all goes downhill. See what I mean?
Not bad.
It
Number
looked like they
7.
had a crossbow strapped to their back. And maybe, you didn't get a good look, but some sort of weapon strapped to their side or hanging from a belt.
Okay.
So yeah, Starsha will open the door and step in.
Are our friends behind us close enough where I think they would have seen him? If they're not, I will quietly cast message back to Aranor and just describe, to the best of my ability, this halfling.
Yeah, I mean they probably would not have come up the stairs. They might have seen just his back as he was heading into the keep.
Yeah, then I'll just message Aranor. There's a armed halfling who just entered the building ahead of us. Gave me a nod, I nodded back. Didn't pay us any more mind. Just a heads up.
All right, I pass that on to the other two.
Well, we still go with suggestion, and if we need to, we'll deal with him.
So Starsha has crossed about halfway through the main dining hall of the keep.
I'm keeping stride with her.
Okay.
Who do we see?
So you both notice that Ushnora is sitting on a chair. She still looks to be mending nets, maybe, on a stool in the room. She looks up as you both enter, gives Starsha a smile and a nod. And Starsha will say, I've just brought my traveling companion to... I think we're probably going to grab a bite to eat and then maybe be making our way. All right, dearie. Well, you know where to find it.
Taladar will just kind of nod and give an awkward wave.
So moving to the kitchen, the door opens and 6 pairs of eyes look up. The halfling is seated at a stool at one of the tables that the kitchen workers are working at, slicing into an apple and eating it piece by piece. The individual... Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I was just going to ask, just so I'm clear, this is ground level, right? Like,
Yes.
There's a balcony above us, but the door to the kitchen and the kitchen itself is all ground level?
Correct.
Okay. Thanks.
So the individual that Starsha had previously spoken to, well, all of the people in this room are looking at you as you enter. 4 of them turn back to whatever tasks they were at. Some giving sort of sidelong glances or furtive looks. You get the sense that these people are, they're spooked. Nobody wants to be caught out doing something wrong or get in trouble. You know, nobody looks malnourished or necessarily beaten, but these people look afraid for the most part. The individual Starsha had spoken to is nearest to the stoves and turns and says, I've let the others know. Very quietly, to just Starsha.
So quiet that I don't hear it, or...
If you're standing right beside Starsha, you would have heard it.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave her side until we've spoken to somebody in here, so that I can interact with them too. And I'll just lean in and say, "Yes, we're very hungry. What have you?" And then quietly he'll say, "Point out the others, just the ones that are coming with."
He moves over to the table, sort of getting closer to Starsha. And as he's about to point out the individuals, the halfling sitting at the bench turns to look at both of you. Oh, who are you?
Weary merchants from abroad, just stopping in to rest our tired feet and grab a meal. The folk here were kind enough to let us in for a spell.
I
Well-
can assure you it wasn't kindness.
And a keg of fine brew. The fellow at the gate took it for himself, I believe.
Ah, that makes sense. Yes. Greedy bastard that one is. Did you bring any other wares with you?
Oh, shit. I have some linens and, wow. A few other things, and Talra kind of looks this person up and down. A few other things you may not be interested in, mostly spellcraft, tools for spellcraft, parchment and ink, that sort of thing. Reagents.
You're right. Wouldn't interest me. He's sort of eyeing you up and down, as well as Starsha. Merchants, eh? Where'd you say you was from?
That town whose name I can't remember. Oh, God.
Starsha just pipes up and says, Red Larch. We're
Thank you.
recently from Red Larch. Ah, yeah. Hear there's been trouble about the area lately. It's probably best you left when you did. And he's moving very close to Taladar, who is standing directly in front of the door. Well,
Does he look like he's going for me or the door? Because if he looks like if he's obviously going for the door, I'll just step aside.
no, he's just going to move up to right in front of you as he goes to head out the door. Says, well, enjoy your time here, I suppose. Watch yourself, there's rough individuals about. I'd hate to see anyone get hurt. And as he reaches for the door, he leans in, like, as close as he can get. He's a bit shorter than you. I wouldn't stay here long, friends. You might not get out. Take some advice. Be on your way quick as you can. And then he gives a nod and moves past Taladar and out the door.
Oh, God, I cannot resist casting a spell. Oh, this is going to get us in trouble. No, you know what? I'm not going to, because he'll pick up on it at this range. It's verbal, somatic, and material.
No balls.
Yeah, I really wanted to cast his... Well, I mean, he'll see it, though. I wanted to cast Detect Thoughts and just get surface thoughts there.
You can detect it after he's walked past. What's the range on it?
Does it... It is... 30 feet, but I have to be able to see them.
Well, I mean, the door is open. You could still
Fuck it,
see
I'll cast it. When he turns his back to me and goes to walk out the door, I will mutter the incantation quietly, thumb a copper piece in my spell component pouch, and wave a hand in front of me, tracing the sigil, casting the spell, and my eyes will bore into the back of his head as I read surface thoughts.
Yeah, so the main thought that you pick up is, great. More individuals that are going to wind up stuck here that I'm going to have to try and smuggle out.
Oh. 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 Well, shit. I will catch the door with my boot before it shuts and cast. I will watch him through the crack in the door until he gets to the front doors.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's leaving, like as he leaves, if he he is leaving, right?
Yes, he looks like he's heading for the keep doors.
Yeah, like when he gets to the keep doors and opens them, but before I lose sight of him, I'm going to cast message.
Okay.
And here's what I'm going to say. as he's walking out. If you're really keen on getting these people out, stay near the front doors. Help us and back our play. I'll make it worth your while.
You see him through the crack in the door. He reaches out for the handle to push the main keep doors open and pauses.
And what's on his mind when he does that? Oh, actually, sorry, he's out of
Far
range. Yeah.
He
Rip.
reaches out to push the door open, stops, and then begins patting sort of at himself. Oh, shit. Must have left it in the kitchen. And begins to head back towards the kitchen.
No, that's not what I asked him to do. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
So he begins, you see him give a nod to Ushnora, and he makes his way back to the kitchen. He steps inside and says, oh, almost forgot my pocket knife.
Oh, not something you'd want to walk away from. Glad you remembered it.
Comes in handy. What with working on the ship all day in the in the harbor there.
Talador is glaring at Starship. like that look, he can't say anything out loud, but that look like I'm about to get us in trouble. Oh shit, he's fucking panicking on the inside. I'm assuming our friends they gotta be getting close.
Yeah, at this point, they are probably at the keep gate doors. Are the three of you coming in together?
I think that was the plan.
Mm-hmm.
And so you all look like keep denizens, right? Well, two of you are disguised, and one of you is as best a job as possible.
Aranor is not going in first.
I believe he just did.
Shit.
I'm just moving my token. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go in and make a kind of a stretching motion and hang up for a second. Look like I'm kind of shaking loose the muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna turn back. I guess we don't know if she is suggested or not right now.
Nope.
Shoot. Well, I'm just gonna stretch for a second and kind of just wonder. Well, yeah, stretch for a second.
Okay. Tox and Aranor, what are you doing? You both hear, and you can see the kitchen door is open slightly. It's ajar. And the sounds and the smells that are coming from that direction lead you to believe that that is the kitchen. In fact, where you are standing, you can probably see Taladar standing in the doorway.
A very, very panicked-looking Taladar is standing in the doorway. The door is partially open.
All right. Well, I'm gonna act confident.
Mhm.
And just walk towards the kitchen.
Okay. As you guys approach the door, the halfling picks up his pocket knife, or what you believe to be his pocket knife anyway, that he apparently left in the kitchen. He will make to head past Taladar out the door and whisper under his breath, "If you mean to help, bring them to the docks." Nope, I moved Taladar. Whoops. And then he squeezes out the door, gives a nod to Aranor, and a bit of an odd look. Continues moving, gives a nod to Moss and Tox, before moving on towards the keep door.
What was on his mind as he said that to me?
What was on his mind? On his mind, I would say, oh, maybe it'll be a bit easier this time. What with some help, if they could be trusted.
Okay, and then before the spell ends, because it's only a minute concentration, if I have time, I will also use it to. I will walk over to here, just poking around for, looking in barrels and crates, looking for something to eat. And I will sense creatures within 30, search for thoughts within 30 feet of me. As long as the wall is not 2 feet of rock or thicker. And maybe I'll just walk up sort of casually by the door to see if I can sense anything in the room.
You get a sense that there are 3 individuals in that room.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably enough for me. I'll just maybe hold up 3 fingers at Starsha and nod towards the door. Shit, I guess I should do one more thing, and that is I will message Moss, because the dirt ramp is his idea, so I'll send a quick message to Moss and just say, the halfling that just walked by you is with the ship. He smuggles people out from time to time. We can take them to him. I don't know if we trust him. There will be a price.
And I can reply back, right?
Yeah, 25 words or less.
How do we get all the prisoners to the ship without being noticed?
I will send one more message back. It's just another avenue. I'm not suggesting we go for it. I like your idea better.
I think we stick with the plan. And then have you suggested... What's her name?
No. On the way out, be ready for a fight if it goes bad. And then Taladar will just wait. He'll legit find some, hey, there's cheese wheels on the table. He'll find some food and maybe get out a small knife and carve a piece of cheese.
Okay. Meanwhile, the individual that Starsha's been talking to has pointed out three other people in this room and one in the room beyond. Sorry. 2 in the room beyond, 3 in this room. So Aranor, Tox, Moss, what are you guys doing?
I am just kind of shuffling around, kind of look like I'm checking my armor, kind of holding position. Looks like I'm waiting for some food.
I'm just heading towards the kitchen.
Okay.
That's a door to the south of her, right?
Yes.
That's where I want to come out of. So, I mean, let's start gathering these people up. I'll go down into the south room, yeah.
Okay. So, as you open the door into the south room, first of all, the other individuals, Taladar and Tox, you're in the kitchen, right?
Yeah, I would have just gotten there.
Okay, Taladar, Starsha, and Tox, make a perception check.
Oh, poker. Oh!
So it looks, well, Tox, I think, would have seen it too. But as Aranor, disguised, has opened the door and headed into this room, 3 of the individuals in this room, their eyes have gone wide and they're all sort of looking at each other like, what's going on? Aranor, when you step into this room, it looks like it is a bunkhouse. There's 3 bunk beds. One is a triple bunk. There is a small table with chairs gathered around it. And in the southern corner, near to the other door, it looks like a wash area. You see an individual there who looks like they're doing laundry. There's large piles of fabrics, clothing that they are doing. 2 other individuals are seated at the table. One of them, oh dear. One of them is not on the map. Lucid, you can describe what this other person looks like.
Okay, he is a, I don't know, mid-20s looking male with kind of longer silverish hair kept back in a ponytail, wearing what looks like maybe just some general merchant's clothes.
And you see this individual enter. It looks like they appear to be a reaver. They've got a reaver's shield, and it looks like they're carrying a reaver's sword, but they don't have the... make a perception check.
Who?
The individual who is sitting in this room.
What the fuck?
This doesn't necessarily... He seems to be dressed oddly. Yes, he's got a reaver sword and he's carrying the shield, but the face, the demeanor, the outfit doesn't seem right. In fact, it looks like you can see a shiny breastplate underneath this haphazard cloak he's got on.
How dare you? My disguise is impeccable.
Amazing.
So does he know about the escape plan?
You, being one of the 5 that doesn't want to be here, have been told recently by one of the other individuals that a group of people are here and they say they're going to help us get out. That's all you've been told.
Oh, okay.
The other 2 individuals look up as this man enters. The man doing the laundry turns around and looks. The individual sitting at the table gets up and sort of almost half bows. The other individual at the laundry quickly gets back to his task. What are you guys doing?
Well, we don't know which two of the three in that room
Yeah,
are,
I was just
are
thinking
who we're
that.
looking for. Taladar is going to go over to the person the Starsha arranged all of this with and just say, "We're leaving. Go get whoever's coming, or walk me over and point them out to me. It's time. We don't have time for this. And don't tell the others. I'd rather we just leave them here and not deal with them."
He'll say, right, yes, of course, and heads into this room behind Aranor. And you will see, Rin, you would see this too. You'll see this man motion to the white-haired individual and the man near the washing basin.
All right.
The one at the table who looked up at you and gave a bit of a half bow is sort of looking around, like, in confusion. And has now made to stand up. The other individuals in the kitchen, 3 of whom have moved together in a sort of conspiratorial way, leaving the other individual looking on as if also in confusion. What's going on?
I say, you two, you come with me. In my best gruff voice. And you stay there. Sit back down.
Yes, of course. Make a deception check.
Okay.
Has it been more than a minute since I cast guidance on him?
Probably yes. Yeah, she sort of just nods at you, gives another bit of a half bow. Of course, yes, and sits back down at the table.
Attaboy.
Oh, it's a female?
Yes.
Oh, she recognized my alphaness. Okay.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Jeez, it's just
Perfect. She could smell it.
The other individual who's in the kitchen who seems confused, Starsha will head over to and say, "Oh, no, we were just don't worry. It's everything is going to be fine." And as she approaches her, she's going to grab her.
What?
Oh, shit.
And then she's going to say, "Tux, help me tie her up."
As
Alright.
as a tribute to Moss, Taladar is blocking the fucking door.
Ox will jump over.
Starsha's got one hand over her mouth and another hand holding her arms to her. And you both will make quick work of tying her up. Starsha will find some piece of burlap or something to stuff in her mouth or tie around her.
Learn this from Aranor.
And she's going to just sit her down in the corner and threaten her with her dagger in hand. Don't move. Coming out from this room is the original individual, followed by a very tall, lean, long-limbed man who, the minute he walks through the door, talks, you recognize. This is your friend, the Rubber Man.
Hooray!
He, of course, doesn't recognize you as you're in disguise.
Rubber Man!
He turns and looks at you. What?
It's time to go.
Yes, I'm glad of it. Who the hell are you people?
You know who I am. It's time to go.
We're here
I
to
guess
help.
your voice isn't changed, right?
Right.
We're here to help
Frogman.
or make a colossal mess, depending on how this goes.
Is that you, Frogman?
It is I, Tox.
Oh, thank the gods. I thought I was the only one that survived.
Is that saying what's happened to their lion tamer?
He was killed in the ambush. Or when they took us. He tried to escape and they killed him.
Let's deal with this first.
All right, so everyone is gathered up. They are all looking to you guys now for direction.
I move up and I'm letting them know that I'm gonna go out this bottom door just in case things go wrong.
Right, then I suppose I'll count to 10 and cast that spell. Be ready to fight. If you see her walk for the door, you'll know it landed. And
Alright.
Taladar will step out, look directly at her. Let me just check the spell's range. This is my last second level spell slot of the day. It is a 30-foot range. Yeah, I'm within 30 feet. Teldar will just kind of look at her nonchalantly, thumb the materials in his component pouch, and there is only a verbal and material component. Excuse me, I was asked to deliver a message to you.
Speaking to Ushnora.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
As soon as she turns to look at me, I will say, you are to immediately go to the tower in the southeast corner and man the chain winch until sundown. And I need her to make a DC 14 wisdom saving throw.
She rolled a 9.
For a total of...
9.
Fuck yeah.
That half-wit Raish? Where's he gone? That's his job. As she begins heading to the door.
Taladar just shrugs. Oh, boy.
Incompetent buffoon. And she begins to head off.
He's gonna look at Moss as she walks past Moss and out the door and just flash a big, goofy grin.
Moss is looking out the door. Unfortunately, he cannot see the big goofy green.
That's okay.
And as soon as she's out of range, Moss is going to throw a spiked earth. Is it?
Growth.
Spike growth. I guess centered around there. If that's 20 yards. Which no one should be able to see, I believe.
Not until they walk into it.
Right.
Sorry,
it's
where does it go?
disguised. Left one, I think. Oh, sorry, right. Down.
Here?
And up one, right one. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's... No, that's not big enough.
Yeah, that looks small. It's 20-yard radius. Basically just centered, like, so we have like at least one pace of room below the stairs and then blocking off that passageway otherwise. Like, that's decent. Maybe a little
Okay.
left. So don't actually trigger the other guards.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. And I will
Alright.
actually cast that.
All right, let's move.
And Moss in his disguised form will move up to the wall, like move up to the stairs to the wall. You know, just taking a look outside.
As you reach the top of the stairs, you see one individual who seems to be approaching you as if on patrol, and the other one seems to be sitting, eating loaf of bread. You're not sure. I guess he's on break.
Damn, he gets a whole fucking loaf?
Okay, I'm gonna just give him a nod and wait till he kind of turns the other way, and then I'll start doing my shoveling of earth below.
He patrols all the way down to the end. What's going on? Why are you up here?
Just waiting for some food. Heading back for my front food in a minute.
Make a deception check.
Shit.
Oh boy.
12 is enough. Huh. Normally, why don't you just wait in the keep? Seems odd.
Yeah. Others are there.
Oh, what's the matter? You're not a fan of a schnorrer?
I don't want to cross her path. She scares me.
You and me both, mate. And he just sort of continues his patrol and begins to make his way back.
So yeah, so as soon as he's kind of looking the other way, I'm gonna make a ramp going down. Or going up, whatever.
Okay. Meanwhile, what are you guys doing?
I'm moving out
Same.
and standing guard to make sure everybody can go.
What you do see is a halfling individual, the one that you think was just in the kitchen. Seems to be standing and staring out over the harbor. He does, after some time, turn to look in your direction. Sees you standing there. Sees Moss on the wall. Sees Taladar come out the door. And just slowly turns his back. You think, the three of you that are outside, that if you're going to make a break for it, now is the time.
Yep. Let's do it.
No, let's go, quickly.
Starsha will usher the other 5 out.
Once I have the wall up, I'll move a little bit more to give make a buffer for people to run by the other guard.
Okay.
I assume the other guard's further along the path at this point.
Yes. So one by one, these individuals will climb up onto the edge of this wall and make their way down this earthen ramp you've constructed.
What are those guards doing as the people are climbing down?
Well, the one guard is sitting down at the end, and it looks like he's having lunch. The other guard has just now approached him, and they look like they're having a conversation. But you don't know how long it'll be before he turns around and patrols back.
I just motion for everyone else to get this to go to take those people out. I'll go last.
Starsha will move over the wall with the others. Okay. Everybody is now over the wall.
If I still have time, and Tyler's on the other side.
Yeah, he's
If I
got
still have
over the wall.
time, I'll go down, and I'm going to mold earth and get rid of the ramp we just made. Put the
Okay.
dirt back to where it came from.
I would say, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and no, I don't think anyone noticed us. We all need to go directly northwest, so the guards can't see us. Like, we want to go.
I say, well done, Teledar Moss. Very well done.
Yeah, Moss, as you're finishing sinking the earth back into the ground where it belongs, you think you might hear a voice on the wall. Hey, where'd that guy go?
And are we out of sight now?
Yes, you've gone around the corner. You guys can't see the guards on the wall.
I don't know why I'd wonder where I went. I just thought I was going to be outside for a minute before I went back in to get eat. Okay, so I'm going to say, okay, I just want to quickly check that second floor and see if there's anything on that desk. You guys, everyone else make a break.
If there are any scrolls, grab them.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I will make myself a spider and climb back up to the second story and go in through the window.
Okay.
Aranor throws off that garbage equipment.
Yeah, I'm dropping disguise.
So Moss begins to move up to the second floor. Disguised as a tiny spider. Well, shape changed into a tiny spider.
Stealthily. I'm not sure if it matters to the spider, but stealthily.
Yeah, roll stealth.
Oh shoot, I gotta find the spider. Stealth.
Okay. So you move your way up to the second floor. Where are you going? There's a couple of windows here. Are you going in the main one?
Going in the one that's closest. This one right here. By the bath.
Okay.
And
So you
then
make your way up into the room that you've looked in before. You see, as you look in the window, you see an individual is sitting at the desk.
oh. Who do I see at the desk?
This looks like Jolliver Grimjaw.
Abort! Abort!
I just cannot find his token.
That's okay. I'm not going inside if I see him in the window.
Yeah, he appears to be sitting at the desk and writing.
Abort! Moss sneaks away with everyone else.
Okay, so you're not climbing in.
Nope.
All right. So you're making your way back down to join the group?
Yep.
All right. Are you guys waiting for him? Are you making your way farther away? Starsha wants to keep the rescued people moving, so she is moving away with them. You know, telling them keep your head down, move quickly. She knows how to sneak away.
Talks would be going with the group and with the Rubberman.
Okay.
Yep. I'll follow along too.
What about Taladar and the white-haired individual?
Yeah, he would be going to.
Okay.
Talador is sort of bringing up the rear, making sure that Moss gets back to us. He doesn't want to get too far away without Moss catching up.
Roll a perception check.
But why? We all know what it's going to be. See?
You
Wow.
wait. You wait for Moss, and you wait, and you wait. And you
As
don't
soon
see
as-
him in his tiny little spider form, so you continue to wait.
I will. If I am see Talador waiting for me, I am going to climb up onto him and slap him in the cheek.
He has no idea you're there.
Shit. Not even a spider slap?
Nope. It's tiny, and you would barely feel it.
All right. Well, I jump off his cheek then, and I change back to what I am, and let's go.
Moss! Oh, good.
No time, Jolliver. Let's go.
Right. And we'll run for the tree line or wherever is safely out of view.
All right. I will put you guys on the world map. There we go. So, you guys begin to make your way. You're currently right about here. Now,
What time is it, and how far are we from Red Larch?
it'll take at least a day from where you are to get to Red Larch.
Like, we'll get there by nightfall, or require another day, like spending a night outside?
I'm just trying to think of what time of day it is. I think it's...
We went in there in the morning.
Yeah, you went in the morning. It's probably early afternoon. Or like right around noon. I would say that yes, you could make it back to Red Larch, but it would be the middle of the night when you got there.
Okay, when we're safely away from the keep, I suggest we pause for a second and decide our course of action. We could go back to the knights, but I'm not sure if I trust them. Or we could go all the way to Red Larch, and I think it should be our escaped friends who decide.
Yeah, you're all looking at these individuals, and for the most part, they're just common folk. They don't look like they have any sense of, surviving outside or have ever, roughed it or gone camping or... You think that, camping for one night might be okay, but that you want to get these individuals someplace safe sooner rather than later.
Are any of these people, Talador will just straight up ask, are any of these people from the Mirabar delegation?
One of them will hold up his hand. I traveled with them.
So I want to know where my friends are as well, but this is not the time and place to spend a lot of time discussing.
No, I just want to make sure that we have words with them before we part ways.
We can talk while we're walking or moving.
Sure, that's that too. So, to the Knights or to Red Larch?
I mean, the Knights are... Which one is closer on foot? Because we can... Actually, can we double up on the hippogriffs?
Do we still have them?
No, we don't have them anymore.
You don't have
'cause
them.
Oh,
I'm not sure where you guys even left Savra. Did you
I
not
think we t-
send
we-
her back
We sent her back, yeah.
to?
She took the hippogriffs with her.
Yeah. Well, she took one, and the others followed.
Yeah, I think, well, they all left with her.
yeah, but I thought she came back with word from her boss. Did she not stick around after that, or did she?
Well, she was not going to come to keep with you.
Oh,
And I don't
Actually-
remember what the discussion was.
I thought she gave us the weapons, and then like she didn't bring back. Well, she didn't
She
bring
brought
back,
the silvered stuff back.
but not more
Yeah.
hippogriffs or anything like that.
No.
So again, I think we have to choose between the Knights or Red Larch, and I think it should be our friends at this side. They've been through a lot. Where do they prefer to be?
One of them would say, I've been to Red Larch before. I have friends there. I'm from up the road down the road in Wamford. One of them, of course, says, "Well, I know Talk's here. We're from the circus. God knows where it is now. Are they waiting for us? Did they stick around? Have they moved on?"
How long has it been? Like 6 days now?
Yeah, probably a week. And I think they told you they were going to stick around for 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, so we've got time to get back to the circus.
Oh, thank God. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you came for us. I don't know what I was going to do. They were horrible.
Well, what's the easier path to travel?
The easier path would be to go to Red Larch. Getting to the spire, you'd have to travel through the hills the whole way on... There's no paths there from where you are.
Let's take them to Red Larch. I think that's the better option.
I
Sounds
do
like
too,
easier
and
path for 'em.
frankly, I'm not sure I trust those Knights.
Yeah, so you guys can easily make your... Well, I wouldn't say easily. You've got a bunch of individuals with you who probably haven't had to walk this far, in a day. They're not used to this form of travel. So it is going to slow you down a bit. But the weather is decent, and you make pretty good time. The people that you've rescued, they look like they're in decent shape. Some of them are a bit worse for wear, a little banged up, a little not malnourished, but they're not looking like they were super well taken care of. So they do slow you down a bit. Sorry, I'm just opening a page that's taking forever.
So while they're traveling, the white-haired human would turn to Taladar and be like, "You, the spellcaster of the group?"
I do a little magic, yes. Why?
I just noticed the spell that you sent her away with.
I'd like to say it works all the time, but well, we got lucky. And you are?
Felix Whitlock. That's my name. I'm a watchmaker by trade. Know a little magic myself.
You seem more capable than some of the others we rescued from there. How did you fall in with that group?
Well, I was heading to Waterdeep to look for, opportunities for trade, maybe sell a couple watches. And they're down the river, and then they told me I was kidnapped. And then I had to stay there, so I thought I'd see what it was all about.
Well, I suppose it's fortuitous that we found you then. What he kind of looks you up and down. No spell book.
No spellbook. All I need is this. And he pulls out a pocket watch.
Damn. I was hoping to perhaps trade some spells.
All of mine I've learned naturally.
Well, tell me, friend, what do you plan on doing next? The group of us here have, well, we're going to be sorting out what we do next. I think we're in the middle of something, and I'm not sure where the road takes us. But if you find yourself bored and looking for entertainment, we have had quite a time.
Is there money involved? I lost most of my inventory back at the keep there.
Well, the thing about that is, yeah, of course, there's money involved. There's been some so far. I hope there's more. That's sort of the main reason I'm in this. That and knowledge.
Well, if the group could use a little extra magic, I'm not much for telling people what to do, but I can burn a thing or two.
Well, I suppose we should ask him, and Taladar points at Ren. He likes to think he's in charge, and points at Moss, and we should probably run it past him as well. He's no, he likes to tell us when we're wrong, and he's usually right.
And do I overhear that?
Make a perception check.
Yeah. I mean, Taladar is not... He's not being loud, but he's not trying to hide it either.
Oh,
Yep, you absolutely heard it. You heard every word.
you're wrong about that.
See?
So you guys have been traveling now for, I'd say, probably 4-5 hours.
So, well, I didn't want to interrupt on the other one, but I absolutely want to ask about my farmer friends, and has anyone seen them? So I described them to the others, and any word.
Yeah, you described them, and none of these individuals recall seeing anyone like that.
Well, presumably I said that before I had the retorts to Taladar, because now Moss just looks crestfallen. I'm also going to ask about the other prisoners. Do they know where they were taken?
The one individual that Starsha had spoken to, the one that was sort of, in charge of gathering the people up and letting them know what was happening, says, I was with the Mirabar delegation originally. We got jumped on the road. It was terrible. It was so many people just slaughtered, and the rest were taken. We traveled for a couple of days, and then we were attacked again by a different group, and more were taken. And more died, of course. Some of us got traded off. Some of us got sent downriver with these river folk. It's hard to say. There was a lot of people. More were taken as we traveled, from here and there, merchants, homesteaders. I don't know what's going on here anymore, but it's nothing but evil in these hills lately.
The first group that attacked you, did they have any instruments that stood out, any style of clothing? And same with the second group.
Well, the first group was fairly large. There was some bugbears and a couple of gnolls. A lot of individuals wearing heavy, stone-like armor. There was one man with a rocky sort of a helm. Seemed to be given the orders, and then a couple of nights later, we were attacked by these people wearing feathers, and that man who was in charge with the rocky helm, well, he died, and some of the others, some of the delegation members died, and these guys in with the feathers, a couple of them died, and they flew off with some of the other prisoners. Took some of them, whatever they couldn't take, they left behind.
My God, so they could fly?
No, they were on like winged mounts, giant birds.
Moss just stops.
Wearing like feathered robes and feathered helms.
Moss describes hippogriffs, and then were any of them wearing, like, I guess, the Feathergale Knights, the armor they were wearing, it's like just regular armor, or?
No, it didn't look so much like armor, but like robes and loose clothes with feathers attached to them.
Either the Feathergale Knights knowingly helped them, or they have taken their hippogriffs.
Taladar will use minor illusion to just help with the descriptions and throw up like small statuettes of like floating statuettes that sort of turn slowly. Just solid color, like stone statues, 5 feet tall of the knights and then of the cultists.
No, I didn't see any of these. One of those guys, he's pointing to what looks like a cultist. And that guy, one of those guys died. He kind of looks like a priest. You remember the individual you saw buried in one of the cairns.
Yes, we found a few bodies buried atop the hill.
And then, no, those birds don't look right.
I mean, I'll just show images of the. I guess there was only the 2 types, right? The hippogriffs and the whatever the other birds were.
Vultures.
Yeah, the vultures.
Yeah, it was some of those. Horrible, ugly-looking things.
Well, so that
Okay.
confirms the knights weren't directly involved, but at the least seems like they provided the mounts.
I'm certainly glad we did not return to the keep.
Does any of that description sound like the weird guy that Tox and Aranor would have seen in the Arboretum?
Yes. Some of the description this guy has given sounds like some of the individuals you saw in the spire. Some of definitely, the one cultist in the Arboretum who didn't really say a whole lot, just spent time looking out the window. He was wearing loose sort of pants and tunic with some feathers on it. And the priest he's describing definitely sounds like the one that you saw in the cairn.
And just so we're clear, friend, you were attacked by the feathered folk after you were taken by the stony folk.
Yeah, that's right.
They didn't so much seem to be attacking you to take you as they were attacking those who had already taken you.
I think it was a bit of both.
Hmm.
They came out of nowhere and they started attacking our captors. And at first, some of us were, well, we were a little excited, thought maybe we were being rescued, you know. And then they started rounding us up while the other fellows were fighting. Threw some of them on top of these mounts, or the mounts grabbed some of them and they flew off, screaming their heads off.
So they did fly away with hostages then?
Yeah.
Not, I think, at the tower we visited, but perhaps elsewhere, wherever their matron resides. I think we, and Taladar will look around the group, I think we searched that tower relatively well. And he'll look at Starsha and just kind of cock his head to one side. I believe we saw the interior of every room.
I thought the cultists had their home underneath, though.
Well, I think their Lord Commander, after I talked to him about that letter he had from the air cultists, the Feather People's leader, their self-styled queen, he mentioned she's somewhere else. I don't recall. I don't think he knew where, or he didn't tell us where.
Yeah, you do remember that what he did tell you is that the part of their deal, in exchange for learning some of this air magic that they want, or that he wants, in order to free Waterdeep from corruption, is that they let the cultists come and go as they please, and that they sit and maintain watch over the entrance to the cultist temple.
Mm-hmm. So they would know where it is, but they didn't tell us.
Yeah.
Sounds like your girlfriend's trouble, Aranor, from talks.
Mm-hmm.
Is it too much to ask if we maybe have a quick break? My feet are, well, they feel like they're ready to fall off. And you see that some of the other prisoners do look like they're flagging. It looks like everybody could use a bit of a break.
The one time I give up a good beer and I shouldn't have.
We should just do a long rest.
Moss is against the idea of camping out in the night with this group. We can do a quick rest, but we've already done a short rest in the day, so I don't think we're allowed to do another one, right?
I mean, isn't it? I guess I should look at the scale on the map, but I thought it was like multiple days back to Red Larch.
No, you can get to where you are.
Oh, yeah, it's about 20 miles.
Yeah, if you go nonstop, you'll get to Red Larch in the middle of the night. But that means finishing your trek after nightfall. You'll still have some hours before you reach Red Larch. So, I mean, it's up to you. You can continue to march into the night. Or you can decide to make camp.
Well, I have little left in the way of spells, but my blade is sharp and my wits are slightly less so. I'll leave it to you.
I feel
Starsha
I
will
feel-
say, I think we should get these people some rest. I don't think they can all make it to Red Larch, especially if we're not going to get there until after midnight.
right. Moss will acquiesce and look for a well-sheltered, hidden encampment that's not going to, draw too much. Defendable, not draw too much attention from
Okay.
someone looking for.
Make a survival check.
Can I do that with the guidance?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. Ten.
So, yeah, you do a bit of looking around. There's not a whole lot of trees and stuff in this area. You're out of the dense part of the hills, so it's not as rough here. It's more open grassland. And you think you've found a decent enough spot sort of sheltered up against a cliffside. It's kind of the best you could find. So, it'll have to do. So you guys begin to set up camp. You have some provisions with you, and you've all got your bags and packs and stuff. It's not going to be super comfortable, but it's only for a night. The skies are relatively clear. It doesn't look like rain is in the forecast. But this way you'll at least be able to finish the trip to Red Larch without issue once you set out in the morning. Are you guys setting a watch?
Yep, I'll do first watch.
Okay.
Nice. I'll take second, I guess.
And I'll take third and fourth. Why not?
Okay.
Roll play 3 watches. How long is a watch?
I assume
3
they were-
watches is typically enough for the night.
Okay.
Beginning,
Okay.
middle, and end.
I assume they were like 2 to 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Can we hit the long rest button?
Yeah, so you guys are going to set up your camp. Don't hit your long rest button.
All right.
You're going to set up camp. Rin's taking the first watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a perception check. $14. The night is quiet. Some of the prisoners are struggling to get to sleep. One or two of them may be, deciding to stay up, and after a while finally just drops from exhaustion. But the night is relatively quiet. It's mild. There's not too much of a breeze. You hear some animals out and about, but you don't see anything. The moon is just sort of a sliver in the sky, so it gives a tiny bit of light, but not a lot. And yeah, nothing exciting seems to happen. So you pass your watch over to Moss, and Moss, give me a perception check.
Is there any penalty?
What do you mean?
My disadvantage or anything?
Nope.
Oh, come on!
So you take up your watch, and there's a lot more people in camp. There's some snoring from some individuals, some tossing and turning. It's a little distracting.
Also thinking about my farmer friends.
Yeah, thinking about your farmer friends. You still haven't found them. It's been well over a week now. You're not sure if they're still alive. When you do spot something out in the darkness, you're not sure if it's a torch or another campfire, but you do spot
It's
something.
clearly a light though.
Yes. Something that
I'm
looks
going
like it's
to-
on fire or a flame.
I'm going to quietly rouse the others.
The prisoners as well.
No, I'm going to let them sleep for the moment.
Okay.
Someone else can wake them if they want, but I'm not going to. I let them know that I saw a light out in the distance. And they say, I asked Starship if she would like to check it out, and I can go with her if she likes.
She says, "Yeah, I will go and have a look."
Do you want me to come with you?
No, you stay here. It never goes well when you come with me.
Hurtful.
Accurate.
Still hurtful.
Can you say that with more of a German accent?
Heartful.
There we go.
It's the truth.
Perfect.
Okay, so she is going to sneak off into the night, heading in that general direction. Watching her, you can see her 10, 20, 30 feet, and then it's like the night just sort of swallows her up. Looking out into the distance at these lights, it now looks like 2 lights. Now 3.
I knew we shouldn't have stopped.
Starsha, after a minute, comes back. There's people out there, and it looks like they're moving this way.
We don't have much time. Do we rouse and move? Or do we stay and possibly fight?
What
Are
do
we
these-
well concealed? I
What
guess
do
we're
these,
not. Rather.
what do these people
No.
look like, Starsha?
One of them's wearing robes and a hood. And
Do they look like
others-
the people we just had in the keep?
No. Not from what I could tell.
Do they look like the Earth cultists?
No, I would have said if they look like Earth cultists.
Ooh.
There's one man with a robe, and he's holding, I think, a torch in his hand, or a fire, or something. And then there's a couple of others with him.
We've dealt with Earth cultists, water cultists, and air cultists. It would make sense that we have finally fire cultists.
And as you're speaking, these pinpricks of flame are growing closer. Now, you guys didn't say anything about making a fire. So I'm going to assume that if you do have one, it's probably down to embers or coals.
If we do have one, I stomp it out.
You stomp it out, but you think it's probably been spotted, as these lights don't look like they're more than 70 feet away at this point.
I don't think our friends can move fast enough to get away from these.
Let's not make assumptions. Let's see who they are.
Tox, what are you doing?
Sorry, I just need to step away for 1 second.
So are we along a river?
No, you're away from it a bit now.
Okay.
You're probably right around here.
Tox is probably looking a little weak to some of the rest of the group.
Okay.
This would have been the second day without being in the water. So who's coming? Why do we always have to fight everyone? You are so bloodthirsty, Moss.
I just got back to here. I'm bloodthirsty.
Tox is asking you, why must we always fight everyone? Why are you so bloodthirsty?
I haven't said I'm going to fight anyone yet. I just dumped out a fire.
let's see what they want.
So you guys wait, and these lights get closer and closer. And then finally, out of the darkness, you can see, looks like 4 individuals. One is a tall individual wearing darkened robes, who looks like he's holding a light in his hand. And the 3 others kind of look like mercenaries, but they seem to be very well armed. And they all seem to have a mark on their armor.
Does the mark look like the other mark from the map that we've seen?
It does indeed.
Damn it.
This man in the robes has this mark emblazoned on his robes. And they all stop about 60 feet away from you. Ah. So it looks like we won't have to abscond with people in the middle of the night. You have come out to meet us yourselves. How gracious.
Who are you?
Who am I? Well, for now, I am your new master. And I'm going to need everybody, once I pop this thing up, to roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
Did we even get 4 hours into the night?
I'd say you got 4 hours in.
Are you okay with me pushing my long rest button as an elf?
Yeah, because elves only need 4.
Well, good for you, Teledar. Piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
We can't pick our tunes. Can you switch to another map?
Yeah, hang on.
Oh, I jumped the gun. My bad.
Calm your tits, Steve.
My bad.
I have
I rolled-
17 things to do at the beginning combat, so just give me a minute.
I heard roll initiative and I rolled an 11.
Okay, just keep in mind what you rolled.
But you should know how this works, Bray.
Initiative tracker is up, so just make sure you click your tune before you roll. Who the hell am I missing?
All right. Classic Aranor.
He's speedy with all that armor.
I gotta put some guys on the map.
Gotta have some dudes on the map. Is it easier to add someone or adjust their role?
Adjust the roll.
You
So
might
do we
go
roll
ahead and
again?
roll, Bray. Can you get an 11? Come on, craps.
You can keep on rolling till you get an 11.
Sorry, it's just taking me a minute to get these guys all out here.
Oh, they're down at the bottom. I see them now.
Okay. Okay, that should be everybody. Put some combat music on, and we should be okay to go.
Just gotta adjust Bri to 11.
Let's put Bride 11.
Oh, not those little fucking wisp things.
No, that's not what it is.
Oh, okay.
I just couldn't find the token I needed, so that will do.
Okay.
Alright, how far away are we here?
"95 feet-ish.
Too far. I gotta move everybody. Yeah, that's roughly 60 feet. Okay. Top of the round, the man who seems to be in charge, and who said that he is temporarily, anyway, your new master. He's gonna pull a page out of Starsha's book and cast a spell.
He's gonna stealth and stab us?
No, I said out of Starsha's book.
Oh, my bad. Other Starsha.
Yeah.
Good roll, good roll.
Oh, well, that's the damage. Well, why didn't it just roll? God damn it. Okay, is a 12 going to hit Starsha, Tox, or Aranor?
It'll hit Tox.
No.
I don't think it hits Starsha.
Sorry, for AC against AC.
Yeah.
It does not hit Moss.
Nope.
So it only hits Tox. Tox,
Poor
you are,
Tox.
you are going to take 4 points of fire damage.
Were we sleeping in our armor?
I hate these rules. Yes, let's say that you were.
I mean, I woke everyone up, right?
Yeah. It takes a while for people like Aranor to put armor on, though. Starsha would have slept in hers. Makes sense that Taladar was in his. So that is his turn. He is going to move.
Is that the one that said we're his slaves now?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
It is now Taladar's turn.
Yeah, well, I don't have a lot of range spells, so Taladar is going to bonus action invoke Blade Song, gaining 4 AC, increasing his movement speed by 10 feet. And he is going to he's going to move up. And did this guy, is he partial cover or is
Yeah,
he
partial
hiding?
cover.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need him to. Sorry, let me just check range on him. 40, 30. Damn. Well, that. You know what? I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at second level.
Okay.
3 glowing darts. 1 more dart, so that's yeah. It sucks, but it's 4 darts at a D4 plus 1. So 4 points of force damage. I'm going to put all 4 darts of magic missile into their boss for 16 points of damage. And that is it for me.
Right, and Magic Missile just hits.
If he has the shield spell, he can negate it as a reaction. That's kind of the only thing
That is
stops
exactly what he is going to do.
it. Fuck!
Good job, Poker.
That's okay, I get shield for the same reason. It's a wizard thing, man.
Yeah, almost all casters have shield.
Yeah, like, you never, ever, ever go into battle without shield
Or mage
prepared. Ah, I don't need it.
Yeah. So that negates all of it, I'm assuming.
Yep. Yeah, it renders him immune to shield, I think. Let me just check the spell. Shield. You take no damage from magic missile. Yeah, it's to the start of his next turn.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you'll allow it, Taladar is going to shart that. He's going to shart that out. He'll just shout out, he's immune to magic missile. Hoping that Moss doesn't waste his wand on him.
Right, I forgot about that wand.
And
I
that's
didn't, so I'm glad to hear that.
Because if he cast it once, he can cast it again, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Felix Whitlock. It is your turn.
I feel like she's just gonna call out. No, I don't feel like being captured again so soon. I'll step forward a little bit, and I will cast Chaos Bolt at one of these guys. These guys are like melee people? You said they had weapons, or
Yeah,
what is-
they look like they're armed and somewhat armored.
Okay.
That is definitely gonna hit. Does it hit both of them?
What were the rolls? It was... I don't know why there's lightning damage on it.
Because it's a chaos bolt. Doesn't it?
No,
random
I don't know why there's the two different numbers.
It there's a thing with Chaos Bolt that
If you roll the same number on both d8s, it bounces.
Okay.
yeah.
So that must be the second
That's
thing.
what the second number is.
I think it rolls it regardless, so you have to be aware of the rolls and then apply that. Because
We can just look at it. It's 8 plus 5, isn't it? No.
Oh, I see what it did. So it did the 2d8,
hmm
and then it did the 2d6. So it is 17 damage.
– 17 damage. Okay. And which guy is it?
We'll just do this guy.
This guy? Okay.
Oh, did you upcast it at a higher level?
You know, I didn't mean to, but apparently I did.
Okay,
actually-
that's where the
Yeah.
Yeah, you
that's
cast
where
it
the
at
other
second level.
D6 came from. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it says it right there. Cast at second level. Well, that's awesome.
Okay. So this guy took some chaos bolt damage right to his face. And it looked like it really hurt him. Up next. Or is there anything else you wanted to do?
No, that's it.
Okay, Tox is up next.
Friggin' Tox. Well, Tox will look at the other guy and cast Crown of Madness on him.
Okay, what roll is that?
A Wisdom saving throw at DC 12.
You got a 16.
Okay.
It doesn't do any damage?
No.
Okay. After Tox, you see this glowing flame or light hovering just above the road. Beside these two cultists or fighters. And you hear something shouted from the individual who's hiding behind the rock. Something in a guttural, crisp, crackling sound. You don't know if it was a language or what it was. And as he finishes speaking, this light begins to move. And it is going to move right up to Taladar.
Oh
As it
no!
approaches, it spins into a larger form.
Oh shit!
lighting the area around it for a pretty good distance. It is this flaming form. And it reaches out to hit you. Does 21 hit?
It does. My AC is 19. Oh, actually, you know what? It does not, because I'm going to cast Shield as a reaction. To increase my AC to 24.
All right.
I swing my sword up as if to parry, and trailing behind it is bluish arcane flame that forms a brief barrier that shatters as soon as it hits.
Its second attack, it's going to swing with its other arm. Ugh, God damn it.
It's 24 AC until the start of my next turn.
Yep. That one does not hit either.
But if you hit me, I probably die.
It doesn't do that much damage.
I'm a wizard. I have like 3 hit points.
That's all he's going to do. Moss, it is your turn. You see this very large flaming form in front of your friend Taladar.
No, I don't. He's not my friend. I just see a flaming form in front of Taladar.
Ah.
Nonetheless, I am going to maybe hit the one that Felix hit. Where did Felix go?
Right in front of Aranor.
Yeah, Felix hit the one.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I will cast or use my magic wand of magic missile, and if it's full charges, and I'll do it at level 3.
How many missiles is that?
I don't know.
3 plus 2, 5.
So
5 missiles at 3 damage, so 15 points. This guy is looking pretty rough.
Then I am going to, for my bonus action, I am going to hidden step. Which turns me invisible. And then I will move.
Okay.
And I will move just forward 30 feet while invisible.
Okay. And you're invisible until your start of your next turn, right?
Until I start of my next turn, or until I attack, make a damage roll, or force someone to make a saving throw.
Okay. It is Starsha's turn.
Firebolt the fire thing.
She is going to... she's really far away for everything. Okay. She is going to move under this tree. A bonus action hide. And she's going to use the rest of her movement plus her action to very stealthily climb up this ridge. Oh, she's going to go along this way. Dart across the road and get under this tree. And that will be her turn. Which brings us to the damaged cultist. This guy looks like he's decently armored. It looks like he's got a long sword in his hand. Some sort of metallic chest piece, it looks like. Yeah, it's gonna move up. It's gonna move and use some of its action, or use its action to continue moving to get into flanking position. However, that has now left him with no attack. But that is his turn. Aranor, it is your turn.
Here comes Aranor.
I thought that was Tox's line.
I'm swinging at this guy behind Taladar.
Okay. That is gonna hit.
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage.
And I'm done.
Oh. Okay. I actually moved to the wrong guy, but that's okay. Yeah, he's looking pretty rough. His buddy, whose turn it is, is gonna move up about here. And he's going to pull the heavy crossbow from his back. Actually, he's not going to move to do that. It's just going to fire from here. At Taladar. Does an 8 hit?
Oh, you got me. Dead. No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That is going to end his turn. It's back to the top now for round 2. This Eternal Flame Priest is going to stand up from behind his rock. Oof, what's he gonna do here? 20-foot radius is 8 squares. I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Oh, you know what's coming.
Oh no. I'm one level away from having counterspell. Oh no.
It's one too big.
He doesn't
Boys,
wanna
it's been
do that.
fun.
I'll say he shouldn't be able to see me
Why can't he see you?
because I
He's still
hidden
invisible.
step.
Oh, you're invisible. Yes.
Well, you can have me by accident, but he shouldn't be targeting me.
I can get 4 of you, though. He is going to begin casting. Taladar, you would know what is coming. You recognize the spell. You have seen it before. You're unable to cast it yet. But he begins to spin his hands, and between them, a small flame begins to condense and grow in brightness. And then he hurls it out, and it expands upon impact. This is Fireball. So... it's 8d6, but I need to hit. Hang on.
It's a dexterity saving throw
Just give me a
from all of
second.
us, I think.
Yes. It's dexterity 16.
Well, it's a dexterity saving. Nope.
So that's a fail. That's a fail. That's a fail. That's a fail. All right, so let me roll this damage. You're all going to take 24 points of fire damage.
Ow!
Pain.
His own guy, who he caught in the fireball, only takes half. That is enough to kill him. I didn't mean to delete him, but he's dead. Bonus action.
I think you mean he's a crispy sandwich now.
I don't know about sandwich, but he is char grilled for sure.
Crispy something.
Yeah, that's all he's gonna do. He's gonna duck down a little behind the rock. Kill those you must, bring the rest. Taladar, it is your turn.
Taladar has a sliver of health left. But he knows what the range of that fireball spell is. He's also relatively certain that somebody capable of casting that is not somebody he can 1v1. So he is going to... Jesus. He is going to... I don't know. I don't know what to do with 4 hit points left. Let me think about this for a second.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, I have nothing that can stop him, and there's every chance that he could cast that again. Right, let me just measure something here. Fuck. Taladar is going to pivot around the... And sorry, this thing that I'm fighting is like a fire elemental. Is it a
Yep.
humanoid made of flame?
Pretty much.
Okay. But it's a medium creature.
It's large.
It's large. So what spaces does it actually take up?
Let me grow it.
She's a grower, not a shower.
Okay. That's perfect. So I'm going to move 5, 10, 15 feet. Is that enough? Yeah. So that gives me 30 feet to him. I'm going to cast the... God. I mean, the only thing I can do is cast Suggestion. If I Earth and Grasp him, even if I restrain him, he'll still be able to cast spells.
Suggestion works in combat?
Yeah. It's one of the few that works without issue in combat.
Okay.
Unless he can't be charmed.
He's not immune to it.
So I will cast Suggestion at 2nd level, and I need him to make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
He rolled an 11.
Total of 11?
Mm-hmm.
How far are we from morning? We're like midway through the night, right?
Yeah, it's maybe 2 a.m.
Right. I'm gonna tell him, my friend, you should go east. Find a suitable spot where you can see the horizon. Kneel and pray for dawn until dawn.
He says, that is a very good suggestion. I will do just that. Take care of them, won't you? And
Holy
he
shit.
turns as if to leave.
Holy shit. And then I'm gonna shout out to everyone else, do not touch him! And I am going to, oh god, I've got 25 feet of movement left.
Come back towards me.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 15 of it and move back towards Aranor and shit myself, I think. I don't have any other bonus actions. That's it. I'm done.
Okay. That is now Felix's turn.
So I'm gonna look at this big flame elemental and think flames. I am going to cast Scorching Ray, but I'm going to transmute it to cold damage using meta magic.
Okay. So instead of fire, it's cold damage?
Yeah. I don't know. Do you want 3 attack rolls or do you just want to do it times 3?
No, I'll just do it times 3. Because it's 1 attack roll and it does 3 rays at 7, right? I think. Okay, yeah, so that's 21 points of cold damage. That is all gonna go through. I just want to see If it does any extra from cold. It doesn't look like it. No, not from cold, but that is a significant amount of damage.
Okay. That will be my turn.
Okay. No movement or anything? Bonus action?
No, I think he's good for now.
Okay. Tox, it's your turn.
Tox will move forward a little bit and cast Hold Person on this other guy.
The guy in the back.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is Wisdom, I think, again.
Wisdom save, okay. He got a 4.
Alright, he is held.
Okay. Let's find a token for it.
And I will go ahead and bonus action Healing Word for Taladar.
Okay.
It's a thought that
Thanks.
counts.
You nearly doubled my current hit points.
That's his turn.
Okay. It is now the fire elemental's turn. He looks looks over its shoulder at its master, but is determined to follow his last command, which is deal with them. I mean, I have 2 of you standing right here. It's actually going to move slightly. Its first attack is going to be on Aranor. Does a 13 hit?
Nope.
Okay, second attack is going against Taladar. Shit. Does 25 hit?
A 25 definitely hits. I cannot even shield that.
Unfortunately, it is minimum damage. That is 6 points.
Ooh, still up.
I intercept 5 of it.
Oh, damn.
So you
What
take
is it?
1 point of fire damage.
1 point, got it. How does that? Do you like reach out with your shield?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I with my shield or a weapon, and I just kind of block the attack or kind of try and swipe it away.
God, that's amazing.
You have to be 5 feet. Within 5 feet of me, though.
Unfortunately, because he did hit you, you will take persistent damage on your turn. Let me just find an icon. You don't
Right,
take it yet
I think I need to make a concentration save as well, right?
for taking damage, yes.
Yeah, it's the first one of these I've done. Let's see. I have a +4 bonus to any con save to maintain concentration on a spell, and I think it's against a DC of 10, right? It's 10 or
Yeah, it's just
half the damage, whichever's higher.
Ah, God damn it.
So
Is that my
here's
mom
con
calling you?
save.
No, it's my sister. She knows it's nerd night.
Con
Go ahead.
save of 22, so it's 18 plus 4 from Blade Song, so 22.
So you maintain
I
concentration.
maintain concentration on suggestion.
Right. Yeah, that would have sucked to lose that. He hasn't moved away yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good job. Moss, it is your turn.
Sorry, how is Talbot and Aaron? How are you guys doing?
Okay.
All of your squishies are at very low health.
Taldar is like smoldering and his hair is burning and he looks like a cinder.
I will shout "suck it up" and cast bonus word healing, or bonus action do healing word.
So hostile.
Oh, this should have been 1, not 2. Shit. Oh well.
No, just recast it.
Yeah.
Just give yourself the slot back and recast it.
Which actually checks me out.
Went from minimum to maximum.
That's to
I
be
did
right.
not intend that. I guess you could cut that down if you wanted to.
Cut it down to
There's no need to
7
cut it
either
down.
way.
yeah. You're all the same.
I mean, like, whatever. All right.
So you are now visible.
I am completely visible. Oops. Can I see how that fire elemental is doing? Is it looking?
It's hard to tell. It's a swirling mass of flame that has some arms and the suggestion of a face.
Heck with it. I will. I will do magic missile again. And with 3 slots. 3rd level.
So 5 missiles.
Yes. All against the fire.
Okay. Force damage, 25 points. That is all going to go through. Okay. So these darts all fly out and pierce him in multiple places. It looks like they create holes temporarily in the flames, but within a matter of seconds, the flames swirl and spin. It's difficult to tell with elementals when they take damage. Is there anything else?
Yeah, I'll move. I don't know. I don't know where opposite would be from Aranar. I guess like here.
Yeah.
So I'll move there. I guess.
Okay. Before you do that, I have been doing his damage wrong.
Whose damage? What?
The fire elemental's damage. Moving right next to him will, from this point going forward, cause you guys damage.
Oh.
I forgot about that. Every time you make a melee attack or are within 5 feet of it, you'll take fire damage. I'd forgotten about it, so I'll ignore it up until this point, but now going forward, that will be the case.
Am I going to realize that before I move into it, or am I...
I don't know. Have you encountered a fire elemental before?
Probably not. But I guess I haven't seen anyone else take damage, so I wouldn't have realized it. So I guess my action stands.
Okay. So you're going to take 5 points of fire damage.
I'm hurt.
And you were also on fire. That brings us to Starsha's turn. She is going to move as stealthily as she can, staying low. There is a ridge, so it raises the road up a bit, and she's going to use that to her advantage.
That guy's held anyway.
Yes. She wants to maintain her stealth. She's going to move. She's going to bonus action dash.
Oh shit.
And she's going to witcha from behind. For a sneak attack.
Hooray!
See if I can remember how to do this. Well, that's the damage. You gotta roll to hit first, you nut.
Yes, Starsha. Come on.
She gets advantage.
She does. Where is... So she got a 15. God damn it, it doesn't hit. So even though he's being held, and she had sneak attack, she doesn't hit him.
Should have fire bolted.
I should have. But she's gonna stay there. That is her turn. Rin, it's you.
Alright. Are you still looking rough, Taladar?
Taladar could take a hit. He's doing a little better. He's right around half.
Remember that if you are going to stay next to this guy, you are going to take damage.
Yeah. I mean, is it at the start of our turns? Because if it is, then
No, it's at
you
the
already
end.
Oh, okay.
Alright, well I'm gonna swing at the elemental.
Okay. What kind of weapon do you have?
Longsword?
It's not magical, though.
No.
Okay.
You're with advantage. I'm not sure it matters, but...
A 20 is definitely going to hit.
Roll it again to see if you get that crit.
Yeah, you have advantage. Roll again.
Oh. Nope.
Okay, but the 20 definitely hits. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like all the damage went through.
Alright, as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Turn the Tide. Everyone within 30 feet will regain 6 points of damage or 6 points of healing.
Holy shit.
If you're below half your maximum hit points. So if you're below half your max hit points, you gain 6 healing.
I was 1 point below half.
So that includes
Nice.
Tox and Felix,
Nice.
Moss.
Yeah, I'm above half, so I get nothing, right?
Right. Yep. And then I'll end my turn there.
Okay. That is going to bring us to the only remaining fighter. Now he is held, hold person. At the end of his turn, I believe he can roll to attempt to break it. Is that
Yep.
right?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay. And it
Wisdom
is
12.
Wisdom. Nope, he got a 6. Jesus Christ.
How's it feel?
Uh-huh. So that is his turn. The beginning of the next round, the Flaming Priest is going to move. He's heading off to pray.
Bye bye.
And I think he has considerable movement. Let me see. Nope. And that ends his turn. Taladar.
You said I was going to take damage. I'm on fire, right? Mechanically, is there something I can do to put that fire out? Like, can I spend an action to roll on the ground?
Yes,
put it out?
absolutely. Hmm.
Okay. If I Misty Step, does the fire move with me? I'm assuming it does, because it's worn or carried, so...
Yes.
Yeah. Hmm...
Yeah, but you can
Yeah.
use your action to try and douse it. You can pour your water skin. You can slap yourself. You can roll on the ground.
Is that legit water back there? Because,
There is yeah, I will say that there is a very, very trickly stream. It's just the map I was using. It's not the river. It's not the Deseret.
so I'm gonna bonus action Misty Step to there. That's my last spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
Use 20 feet of movement to run into the water, and just dive into it to put the fire out.
Okay,
Um,
that will definitely extinguish the flames.
does the and then I guess I'll use the rest of the other half of my movement to stand back up.
Okay.
Does the fire deal damage at the start of my turn or end
End.
my turn? Okay, then that's my turn.
Okay. You don't have to roll concentration because you didn't actually take any damage.
And
That is-
I'll shout an apology at Aranor for leaving his side.
Felix.
I will Chaos Bolt this thing.
Okay. $19 hits.
Damn. Felix on fire tonight. And not by the
Psychic
fire elemental.
damage. Yeah, I guess it goes through. It doesn't say anything about it not.
Alright.
So, total damage is 17 points.
Yes.
All right.
And then it hasn't like resisted or taken any bonus damage to anything
Nothing that,
that
you've
we've seen.
Give me an Arcana check. You're not sure. I don't know if you've ever actually seen a fire elemental. You don't know what's going to hurt it and what won't. You do know that Aranor swung at it and didn't seem to do as much damage. but you're not an idiot. You're pretty sure that water would do some damage. You're not sure about everything else.
Okay. Well, I will, in that case, cast Adaptive Blast. And just throw, I don't know, fire and poison at it.
Shit. Yeah, you do that. Unfortunately, it is immune to both.
I will just shout out, don't try fire or poison on this thing. It's immune. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Talks. It is the fire elemental's turn, but I'm still trying to math its hit points. It looks like holes are beginning to, or patches of air are beginning to appear in this fire elemental. You assume that this is the effect of all the damage that you guys have done to it. It just looks like it's having a more difficult time holding form.
Okay.
It is the elemental's turn. What does it want to do? Pretty much only one thing it can do. It is going to swing out at Aranor.
Oh, just
Welcome
in
back,
time.
Deebs.
Just in time.
Just in time. Uh, 14 does not hit you. Its face twists on top of its head to face Moss, and it will swing out at him.
Hello.
That is a crit.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Attaboy. Toasty!
Let me see how I roll this crit. You're going to take 18 points of fire damage.
Ouchie.
And you are also going to take an additional.
God damn.
Hang on. Yep, because it hit you. It's going to take. You're going to take 5 more points.
Moss just, wheezes and puffs out a ring of smoke.
All the hair all over your forearms, your eyebrows are all heavily singed.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I don't have eyebrows left.
And that is its turn. Moss, it is your turn.
Holy shit. Wow, what do I do here? Wow.
If you absolutely need to get away from this thing, I think you can use your action to disengage to avoid an opportunity attack.
Yep.
I'm deciding whether it's better for me to get away or to stay and work it. I don't know how hurt it is. And Moss is feeling the heat. Like I know I'm gonna take. Well, I guess Moss knows he's gonna take more damage if he stays here. And odds are he's not gonna survive another round. All right, Hamas is gonna tell Aranar sorry, and he is going to hidden step to move away.
That's a bonus action,
Yes.
and you can
Obviously, just so I can't take a swing at me as I move away.
and you can use it more than one time though in combat.
Hidden step.
hmm
I don't see any restriction about that. 2 times per long rests.
Okay, yeah.
I'll put it into chat again. So he used it once. This will be the second time.
Right.
And seeing the crafty tactic that Aranar used, I will move away.
I mean, Taladar.
Taladar, sorry.
How dare you?
How far can I move? So I can move 30 feet. I guess I could maybe get to the water if I'm burned all my movement.
Does he need to get to the water, or can he just spend an action?
You can
Gaz?
spend an action. You don't have to get to the water. Because you used a bonus action to turn invisible. So that leaves your action and your movement.
I mean, I use the water just as flavor. I actually did use an action to douse the flames.
So yeah, if you want, you can just move away and roll on the ground.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'll roll on the ground.
Okay.
Hot. And that is all my activity.
Okay. And you managed to put out
Sorry, Aranar.
the flame. Okay, it is the held cultist's turn. It's a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus! It's a 7.
Poor guy.
He continues to be held.
Eat shit!
Top of the round, it is the bad guy's turn. He has moved well off the map now.
Oh, thank God.
So he is gone. So that brings us to Taladar.
Wait, you skip me?
Oh, did I? I did.
How
Go
dare
ahead.
you?
It's you.
How dare you? Alright. I am... Oh boy. I'm swinging.
Okay.
What are you swinging with, Tubes?
I have my log sword. I'm gonna try. Actually, I take out the silver hand axe. I'm gonna swing at it with the silver hand axe.
Okay. "24 hits.
7 points of damage.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it all goes through.
Mmm.
It is silvered. It is not magical.
Mmm.
So he takes 3.
Oops. I didn't mean to do
Spoiler.
that. No, I was. I'm done with my turn. Now you
Okay.
can go. Now you can go.
You're now going to take 5 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
Eh.
And you are on fire.
Oh.
Mess with too many of them ladies.
Now it is Taladar's turn.
Taladar is going to... No. Here. Oh, come on, measuring tool. Teller is going to move forward 15 feet so that he is within. God damn it. 20 feet. And you know what? He's going to move under this tree here. Let's stay spread out a little bit just in case. And he is going to cast Magic Missile at first level.
So that's 3 darts.
For 6 points of damage at the elemental. And
not at Aranor.
no. That's it.
All right. Yeah, there is more and more gaps in the flames as this thing whirls and burns. Felix, it's your turn. So far, Felix has done the majority of the damage to this thing.
Well, if that's the case, I will go ahead and quicken Chaos Bolt
Okay.
to make it a bonus action.
Okay. Oh, and they're both cold, so... Oh no, I guess that doesn't count. No, you would have rolled the same on the die, right? So it's both damage.
No, so
Oh,
so the 2d8 was a 7 and a 2.
oh okay.
So if those both match the same, then it bounces to another target.
Oh, okay, I get it. So it's a total of 11 cold damage.
So 11 cold damage for that.
Okay, unfortunately he doesn't get any additional damage for it being cold.
It's okay.
But this thing looks like it's really struggling to keep its form now.
Well, I will go ahead and then, for my action, do another Scorching Ray, but transmuted to cold again.
Okay. So 3 cold damage.
So that'd
No,
be
sorry,
9.
9. 9 cold damage. This thing is really beginning to flicker and sputter.
That will be his turn.
Okay. It barely has a form. Just a couple of burning eyes. A suggestion of arms. It is flickering and guttering. Tox, it's your turn.
So it seems that weak, huh?
It is pretty unhealthy. It's pretty damaged.
Alright, well, Tox is dumb. So he's gonna move in close. And then hit it with a Thunder Wave
Okay.
at level 2. Oh my god, for no damage at all.
Oh, Jesus. And it's a DC 12 con? He still takes the damage, though, regardless, right? He rolled an 18.
Successful creep takes half as much damage and isn't pushed.
So half of 5. Alright. This thing looks like it's barely able to stay together. But it is not yet dead.
So bonus action to give Bardic Inspiration to Aranor.
Okay. You are going to take 5 points of fire damage.
For being how close?
You're within melee.
Am I within melee?
Yes,
He is a large creature.
it's a large creature.
Oh, okay.
He's taken up those 4 squares, so I don't know if you meant to move
Yeah.
that close.
No, I thought because I have to be within 15 feet of it to
Okay,
hit it.
then
I would have.
I'll just move you back one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Then you don't take the fire damage.
Good.
Okay. It is the fire elemental's turn.
Maybe I will take the fire damage.
Well, it's annoyed at this human that's been standing in front of it the whole time. So it's going to give one last roar and attack. Does a 19 hit?
No.
God damn you.
Sorry.
What about a 20?
Yes, I have AC of 20.
Yes!
Damn. So mean.
Get fucked, Deebs.
Yes, apparently.
You're gonna take 12 points of fire damage.
Sweet child of mine. Oh no, thoughts and prayers.
12 points of fire damage. And I think that is about it.
Aranor looking rough, boys.
Yeah, I won't do that. Okay. That is its turn. Moss, it is you.
Dang it. All right. Well, I'll start with a healing word cast. Strunk. And heal Aranor. For 4.
Every bit helps.
And then I'll ask for Whispers of the Moon help us and cast Moonbeam. I guess I can't actually do that damage yet. I'm just casting it on top of the fire elemental.
Okay. God damn it. Okay, it will take the damage on its next turn.
Correct.
Is there anything else?
No. I guess maybe I'll move a little bit. No, I won't move. I'll stay there.
Alright, that brings us to Starsha's turn. She's going to move right up behind this guy. And because he's still held for the third round, she's going to stab him. She better hit this time or she's going back to cantrips.
That's why she does firebolt.
It doesn't always hit either. Okay. I'm pretty sure she has advantage. Does that also mean she has sneak attack? I think it does. If she has advantage, she has sneak attack. How
Yes.
the fuck do I roll sneak attack damage?
You, I think it's on the actions page. You just scroll down to it, and there should be a 2d6 or whatever you can click on.
Yeah, it's 2d6 in addition to damage, right?
Mhm.
Oh. She rolled an 11.
Roll
With
again
advantage?
for advantage.
Oh, right.
That's
Alright.
better.
That's gonna hit. So that'll do 12 plus her sneak attack.
Well, it rolls your sneak attack there.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh, it did.
rolling it right there. Yeah.
Good. Plus, this dagger. Does it do additional damage?
Uh,
No, it's piercing.
it's
No,
it's
It gives
included.
off light. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So 12 total points of damage. That doesn't seem like very much.
Should have firebolted.
I mean, it's 16 if you want to take the first roll.
Yeah, I will. She did half his health in one hit. Okay. And she's gonna stay there. Now, does that automatically break the hold person?
No, it doesn't say it does.
Okay.
Deebs remembers how gnarly hold person is when they took down King Groll. Lucid too, right?
Yeah, we just kept hitting it.
Yeah, because they only get one save per turn. Like everybody gets free hits at advantage over and over and over.
Aranor, it is your turn. This thing is barely a flicker in front of you.
Yeah, but I'm also barely a flicker.
Don't be a bitch. Drop your shield and hit that thing with two hands.
I was thinking about that, but I have to.
I'd do it.
I'm gonna cure myself for 6 points.
Dark point of order. Hold person is a paralyzed condition, and I just read it. Any attack within 5 feet is a crit. Advantage and crit.
Oh.
So do with that what you roll.
She would have done max dice damage on the hit, so that's
And the sneak
Look at the
attack, so
rolls.
that's the D4, so an extra 4 points from the dagger and an extra 12 from the sneak attack. So
Okay,
16
he's dead.
extra points.
He did.
Nice. Good job, Starsha.
Damn! Let's all make sure that Starsha knows she one-shot someone.
Yeah.
It wasn't firebolt.
After I cure myself, I kind of try and put the fire out, roll on the ground, or do something to get the fire out of me.
Okay.
And that's gonna end my turn.
Yeah, if you want to... Are you moving away from it
No.
to do this? You're going to stay in its square? Or
I'm-
in...
You just catch back on fire, Deeps.
Oh yeah. No, it'll get a free attack if I move, so I'm just gonna stay and just burn.
Deebs, it has 3 hit points.
I can't swing again.
Hmm.
I cast my spell.
It's fine. Surely one of the next 3 people can
Right.
do 3
Go ahead,
damage.
it's Taladar's turn.
All right. Taladar's turn.
What's that? We need guaranteed
sorry.
damage? Oh,
You're going to take 5 points of damage.
Alright.
what's that? We need 3 points of guaranteed damage? Well, I just happen to have a couple of spell slots left, so let's do a magic missile at first level. I'd love to toll the dead, but if he makes the save, he takes nothing, so not worth it. Let's cast the magic missile, and there is 12 points of damage.
And it's dead.
Great googly woogly.
Taladar down on one knee, simultaneously burnt to a crisp and now also sopping wet. Just, shakily raises one hand, 3 fingers out, and 3 spiraling arcane missiles whistle out and impact this thing.
All right.
And he collapses to the ground.
Moss looks around in a daze. Smoke him if you got him. Also collapses to the ground.
Felix is gonna look around at everyone on the ground. Oh, good thing I was here.
Starsha's going to look around. You guys took a lot of damage.
We're not done. There is still
Track that
there
guy,
is still their
Starsha.
leader.
There's what?
Their leader. I sent him away until dawn. We should probably move on while I can hold concentration on this spell.
Must be more burnt than I am, and I got burnt today.
That's what you get for going outside, Bri.
That's what you get for rolling at 9 perception while being our guard.
I know. Well, I mean, I did see stuff.
Yeah, you spotted them much closer than they would have been, though. They were only like 100 feet out by the time you kind of saw them. Oh, were you that burnt?
Yeah.
Oof. Right, Star's gonna loot everybody. These guys both had the fighters anyway had heavy crossbows, and the hell else did they have? Heavy crossbows and long swords. I don't think either one of those is a weapon that Felix can use. And the elemental obviously had nothing, and the flame priest got away, so he didn't drop anything he had. Starsha rejoins the group and hands over a small pouch that contains a total of 23 gold pieces, 86 silver pieces, and 12 copper pieces. Along with 2 tiger's eye gems worth 20 gold pieces each. And says, see, I can share.
That's nice of her.
I thought so. Are you guys going to just pick up camp and move and rest someplace else? Are you going to try to head directly to Red Larch? We're not going to do too much more because we're just past 8 now. I just want to know if you guys are going to now decide to just head right to Red Larch in the dark, in the middle of the night, or if you're just going to move your camp farther away and try again.
Can you hold concentration while you sleep?
He doesn't sleep.
I have already had my long rest,
Oh, okay.
so I don't need to. I don't think you can even hold concentration through a short rest. I have to look that one up, but I'm relatively certain that that you can't. So
Where did you tell him to go?
East until he could see the horizon, and pray for dawn until dawn.
Okay. I would think that just going back to camp and maybe moving a mile or 2 down the road would be enough. He'd have to come back alone. He doesn't know what happened to his minions or his summon. Well, he would know his summon's gone. Everybody make an intelligence check. I know that's hard for some of you.
So intelligence would be the top row, I guess not saving throws.
No, not a saving throw. Just roll your intelligence.
That didn't roll.
What are we rolling for? I missed it.
Intelligence. Tell Kim you'll be done in a minute.
Damn.
So I always tell her.
Uh-huh. Poor
She
Kim.
says, I know.
I guess Tarsha can roll too. Between the lot of you, you guys think it's probably safe to assume that he's not going to come back on his own. Now, while nobody can know that for sure, that's what you assume. I will be back in 30 seconds.
Bye.
1, 2.
Don't count. It's going to be a lot longer than that, I'm sure.
What was the loot, Lucid? I missed it.
2 heavy crossbows, 2 long swords, 23 gold, some copper, some silver, and then 2 tiger's eye worth 20 gold each.
All right.
And we just basically all that just goes into your spreadsheet, and then if we ever as a group need anything, we deal with it, or
Well, usually what we've been doing is whenever we got to town, we would just split out the gold.
gotcha.
Or if, like, the gyms, if anyone wanted a specific gym, no one's wanted one specifically other than what Starsha stole. We just sell those, and then I just remove them from the sheet. I don't know if the 2 heavy crossbows and 2 long swords are worth anything.
I mean, they got to be worth something if they were mentioned.
Yeah, she didn't say the condition of them, but yeah, especially Felix being like a merchant would have some type of idea probably.
Oh shit, we can just sell them to him.
He's not gonna buy them, but
Oh, I thought he was our merchant valet. Just follow us around and buy our gray items off us.
he's your carrier from Dota 2. Just put in your order, he flies to you, then flies off.
Told you it'd be longer than 30 seconds.
Maybe she's washing her hands too.
I'm the same. Like I say, a minute, and it's 5.
See, Deeves is the opposite. He tells his wife it's gonna be a minute, and it's like 8 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Got him.
Well, I think we're all pretty messed up right now, except for Felix and Starsha.
I forgot to do absorb elements.
Come on, Bri.
I know.
You and me both, man. I even had it prepared.
Sometimes, when you go and you think you're going to be 30 seconds, you get a surprise poop.
Whoa.
Call
I
it a
didn't-
chaser.
I didn't realize. Oh God.
God damn it, Bri.
I didn't realize Druids had absorb elements. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I have had it prepared almost every fight, and I always forget to use it.
I've used it once, but I forgot. I think I was just so shocked by the amount of damage there, I forgot.
Mm-hmm. You know what though?
It's also concentration, though. Oh, that's protection from evil and good.
Yeah.
Yeah, absorb elements is just a reaction, but you know what? I think I used my reaction that turn. Oh no, he went before me, didn't he?
Aranor used a reaction to take some of the damage.
Yeah, I use intercept.
Okay, so are you guys heading to town, or are you just moving camp a bit?
Jesus, I don't know. How far are we away from town?
It's probably another 4.5 to 5 hours of travel.
Woo!
What time is it now, though?
It's probably about 2 a.m.
So we would get there at light?
Yeah. It'd be like between 6 and 7 a.m. when you got there.
It's either another, can we complete a long rest now that it's been interrupted by so much? And
I would say if you were going to make camp immediately, like within the next 30 minutes, I would let you continue and get a full night's rest. It would count as your long rest.
I feel like it's
Yeah, let's do
either
that.
it's either camp and take our chances, or travel and take our chances.
Right.
Yeah, I
Since
can
you
some
hold
healing
the
words,
spell,
but I
then
don't have a lot.
Yes,
But,
let's long rest.
But that spell breaks at dawn, so
Well,
Well, that,
I mean,
that would time us for probably the end of the long rest, right? At least we're fully prepared then.
we should be okay to finish the long
Yeah.
rest.
okay, so everybody can go ahead and push their long rest buttons.
Hooray!
Where the hell is it? There it is. Everybody make sure to let Starsha know that the most damage that she did came from no spell at all. Just
It
doing
won't.
her rogue thing.
It won't matter.
No, I know. She likes her spells.
She wants to be a wizard.
It's because her original Starsha was a thief mage in some obscure, I can't remember what system it was. And she was trying to kind of make the same thing. She's basically a mage that likes to steal things.
I have completed a long rest already. Is it possible for me to take a short rest? Looks like I can
Yes.
actually short rest.
Yep.
While holding concentration. Okay, then I'm gonna do a hit dice and recover a second level spell slot.
Are we going
I mean-
to have time to change our spells, or
What?
in the morning, like after the long rest, are we able to change
Absolutely.
spells?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Just checking.
If you're not full poker, you get an extra 1d6 from Song of Rest.
No. Well, I mean, you're gonna be sleeping though, right? Like I'm taking a short rest while everybody else sleeps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll burn a couple hit dice. I'll be good.
Okay, so you guys are going to just move your camp a little, move the prisoners. Maybe not even, I don't know. You'll continue your sleep, so now you get a long rest. And then first thing in the morning, you guys can set out for Red Larch. And I guess we can just end it there.
Did you want me to roll perception for my watch or anything, or?